Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Eala stays focused despite more attention on her. Majority. Teenage sensation Eala is trying to stay grounded despite all the sudden attention she's attracted following her breakthrough run in Miami. The 19-year-old Eala, a product of Rafael Nadal's academy, has climbed to No. 72 in the WTA rankings after reaching the Miami Open semifinals as a wild card entry last month. She's the first Filipina to be ranked inside the top 100. Now that the dust has settled, I try not to think about Miami so much, she said. Of course, it comes to mind when everyone's asking, but in my mind I have my whole life to look back at those moments, and I'll always have those memories. But the tour goes on, competition goes on. So right now, I'm fully focused on Madrid. Eala defeated Victoria Tomova 6-3, 6-2 in her opening match at the clay court Madrid Open on Tuesday, setting up a rematch against four-time French Open champion Iga Swiatek, whom she beat in straight sets in the Miami quarterfinals. But Eala lost to Swiatek, the defending Madrid Open champion, 4-6, 6-4, 6-2 on Thursday, but not before dragging the clay specialist into a hard-fought match. I definitely think that each match is a different story, Eala said before the match. Even if it's against the same player every time, doesn't matter if I play her at the same time next year in Miami or in Madrid next year, it's going to be a different story than the last one. The left-handed Eala also defeated two other Grand Slam champions, Jelena Ostapenko and Madison Keys. In Miami, a lot of external factors have changed since Miami. Eala said, "More eyes on me. I guess there's more exposure. But in the day-to-day and how I feel internally, nothing has changed much. Because the work ethic always been there. My team has been so down to earth, keeping me grounded and reminding me what's important to focus on right now." In Miami, Eala became the first Filipino player in the Open era to win 4 main draw matches at a WTA 1000 event. What was quite a shock to me was that I won against top 10 and top 5 players. Happy shock, of course, she said. But the mindset is still, especially before the matches, is that you can beat them. Eala, who lost to Panna Edvardi in the round of 16 at a WTA 125 tournament last week in Oeiras, Portugal, clinched her first WTA 1000 win in Madrid last year. Eala moved to Spain at age 13 after an invitation from the Rafa Nadal Academy, following one of her victories in a youth tournament. I definitely think it was a big milestone when I moved to the Rafa Academy. They've been a part of my journey for sure, she said. It was a tough decision to send me to Spain at such a young age, but I was super excited. I knew it was a big opportunity to get out of the Philippines and develop my tennis. They're very experienced people, she said. The coaching staff have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and they have a structure that enables me to grow and to figure things out by myself and to develop as a player. Nadal was among those congratulating Eala after her surprise run in Miami. Alex stays focused despite the spotlight. "I'm not here for the hype, I'm here for the work." At just 19 years old, Alex Eala walks into press rooms like a seasoned pro. Cameras flash, questions fire from every direction, and social media buzzes with each of her matches. Win or lose, she's the face of a tennis renaissance in Southeast Asia, the pride of the Philippines, and one of the youngest rising stars on the WTA Tour. But while the world talks, Alex listens less. Because beneath the sudden surge of fame and fanfare, she's clinging tightly to something rarer than attention: focus. "People are watching now," Eala says with a small smile, "but I've always been working. That's what keeps me grounded." From underdog to center stage, when Eala stunned the tennis world by defeating world No. 2 Iga Swiatek in Miami earlier this year, her name lit up headlines across the globe. Overnight, she was no longer just a promising junior Grand Slam champion. She was a contender, a giant killer, a story that crossed borders, languages, and time zones. It was a breakthrough moment, but it also came with a cost. Suddenly, everyone has an opinion, she admits. How I should play, what I should wear, who I should beat next. I appreciate the love, but I also know I can't let that noise in. She takes a breath and smiles, thoughtful and self-assured beyond her years. My job is to keep growing, not to get distracted by the applause. A life built on discipline. For Eala, staying grounded isn't an act, It's a lifestyle forged by years of discipline. She's been living and training at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Spain since she was barely a teenager, far from home, friends, and comfort zones. Her day-to-day was a cycle of sweat, setbacks, and slow progress. That kind of environment doesn't just build tennis players, it builds character. Being away from the Philippines taught me to rely on myself, she says. No shortcuts, no excuses, just pure work. And even as she breaks into the top 100, even as brands come knocking and interviews pile up, that mantra hasn't changed. I still wake up early. I still watch my match replays. I still lose sometimes and cry after, she adds with a grin. But then I go hit again the next day. That's what I love most, the grind. Handling hype in a social media world. In an era where athletes are followed more on Instagram than on court, managing fame is part of the modern playbook. But Eala is cautious about how much of her journey she shares, and with whom. It's easy to post the wins, the trophies, the photos with other players, she says. But the real stuff, the 6 a.m. runs, the tears after a tough loss, the self-doubt, that's the part no one sees. She credits her team, family, and especially her mother, who is often courtside in quiet support, for helping her stay balanced. They don't treat me like a star. I'm just Alex. If I leave dishes in the sink, I'll hear about it, she laughs. Still, she knows her platform matters. To many young girls, especially in the Philippines, Eala is not just a tennis player. She's a symbol of what's possible. That's the pressure I welcome, she says. If my story can make someone believe in themselves, then it's worth every bit of attention. Fame doesn't win matches. Despite the buzz, Eala's focus remains razor sharp. Whether she's playing in a packed stadium or a quiet early round match, her routine stays the same. Practice, prep, play, recover, rinse, and repeat. She's not afraid to turn down interviews to focus on recovery. She's quick to study losses more than celebrate wins. And when asked what match meant the most to her, it wasn't her upset over Swiatek. It was a gritty 3-set comeback in a small ITF tournament in Tunisia last year. That match no one saw. That's who I am. That's the kind of fight I want to bring every time I step on court. It's that mindset that has coaches and analysts talking. Not just about her backhand or her potential, but her professionalism. She has the heart of a veteran, one WTA coach said. Her game is good, but her head, that's elite. Looking ahead, goals beyond glory. Ask Eala what she wants next, and her answer isn't flashy. I want to stay healthy, improve my footwork, get stronger mentally in tiebreaks. No talk of grand slams. No, I want to be no one. Not yet. If that comes, it comes, she says. But right now, I just want to get a little better every week. Her upcoming calendar includes a few clay court tournaments and possibly a run at Roland Garros. But she's not making bold predictions. I want to enjoy the journey, she says, because this career isn't forever. And every match, win or lose, is a gift. There's something poetic about Eala's rise. She doesn't crash into the spotlight with noise and declarations. She slides into it, quietly, with purpose. Just like she moves on clay. Intentional, patient, relentless.